So those times when you're really paying attention in the classroom and teacher is teaching, the questions do arise in your mind, right? But do you feel shy in asking questions in the class? Well, many of you do. I know that, right? So in this video, let's look at why do we feel that way and what is the solution to that, right? Let's dive in the video. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, hi everyone. Hi, good to see you, and I hope you're absolutely happy to see me as well. Yes, I know that. Okay, so let's look at the topic of the video. Do you feel shy in asking questions in the classroom? Yes, you know what? When I'll just share it with you, children, that when I was your age, I had this problem that I was a good student, but then the problem wasn't that I was a good student. The problem was that I just couldn't get up and ask questions in the classroom. I was that shy kind, right? But then the reasons because of which I used to feel that way, there were two reasons responsible for that. One would be that I used to think that maybe if maybe the question that I want to ask was very simple. It was absolutely a stupid question. That is what everybody else, my classmates and my friends, were going to think if I get up and ask that question. That was one reason I didn't want to be called stupid. And second, I would feel that maybe my teacher would not has already covered the topic for whatever question I'm going to ask, and she would get angry and she would scold me in case I go ahead and ask that question. So I would just keep shut and I would not ask that question. This has happened so many hundreds of times in the classroom, and then I would go back and find that answer in my book, and sometimes that question would remain unanswered, and then it would appear in my examinations, and then I would regret not asking that question from the teacher. Okay, so I don't want that to happen to you, and because this has happened with me, so I do understand that children do face this problem, right? So if you are one of those who do pay attention in the classroom, well, chances are that questions arise in your mind, right? So it is always better to ask those questions. Now, I gave you two reasons, right? One of them was that what would my classmates and friends think, because the question I was going to ask was stupid. Now, you won't believe, but after being a teacher for so many years and after speaking to so many children, I have come to know that this is one problem that everybody else faces in the classroom, except for a few those children who are very quick to reply and very active in the class, right? For whom it is not a problem at all to share anything with the teacher, right? But then this is one problem. Maybe there is a question that you want to ask. The same questions, there are 5 other children who want to ask that same question, and they are thinking the same. They have the same reasons for not getting up and asking that question, right? So you need to know that you are not alone whenever this is happening with you, right? That is the very first thing you need to tell your mind whenever that fear creeps in, that what if I get up and I'm called stupid. You need to tell that no, you would not be called stupid at all. Get up and ask that question. Nobody is going to think anything. In fact, it is a proof that you are paying attention in the class. That's one thing, right? And the second reason I gave you was that what would my teacher think, and what if she has already covered the topic and she scolds me. For that, I have very straight, simple reason. You need to ask yourself that why are you there in the school? You're in the school to learn, right? And when somebody is learning, that somebody has questions, okay? And who is responsible for answering your questions in the school? Of course, your teachers, right? So I am absolutely sure that when you put up a questions in the class, a good teacher will always answer your question as many times as you want it to be answered, right? Till the time you have really understood that topic and you have no more confusion or doubts about that, right? So that I'm absolutely sure of. Your teachers are always very supportive of your learning. They always want you to grow, right? So tell yourself this. These two solutions must be put into action right away as soon as you go back to school, so that next time it happens, next time that fear creeps in, you are quick to address that fear and you just get up and you ask it. See, we should always shoot first and then think, because when you think first and then you never shoot, right? So you get up and ask question, then later on think what will my friends think about it. That is also one of the solutions, right? In case you are an overthinker, as I used to be. Because by the way, this problem, it stayed with me for a very long time, even after the school ended. So I don't want you to be in that space. Okay, so if you are also suffering from such kind of fear, you need to address it, battle it right away, children, right? Because see, when you are telling yourself those reasons, when you are giving yourself those reasons that maybe my question is stupid, maybe my teacher would scold me, those maybes, right, they are coming from nowhere but your mind. So see, your mind is always giving you negative reasons, negative excuses to not do things which are extremely important, right? So you need not listen to your mind at that point of time. In fact, you need to just battle with your own mind and just show it away. Just completely ignore at that point when your mind is giving you those negative excuses for not getting up, and be a brave student, right? And trust me, when you ask questions, you will definitely be praised and appreciated, because then in that case you are a curious learner. When somebody is inquisitive, somebody is curious about everything, well, you get to learn a lot more than what is being taught in the class, and then your topics and concepts are very much clear in your mind, and then you are able to retain them for a longer time. So remember, children, very important thing, you don't have to be better than everybody else out there. You just have to be best at who you are, the best version of you. That is all. And that is only possible when you start fighting against the beliefs that are in your head, which are they don't have any base. They are totally rubbish. They are stupid. Those beliefs are stupid, that we keep entertaining in our mind over and over again, and they stop us from doing wonderful, amazing, and great things, right? So I'll see you in the next video. I hope that was of help, and this would be of help when you will go back to your school, in fact back to your class, and you will face that fear, and you will come back and comment down below that, ma'am, today I actually won over my fear. I'm the winner. Right? And trust me, it will feel absolutely amazing. You'll be so happy to be acting as somebody else, because then you'll become somebody else. Next time you won't have to think about it. It will just happen, because you have just defeated your fear, defeated that stupid belief that you had been entertaining in your mind for such a very long time. And if your friend or anybody who is of your age is struggling with this, do share this video with that person, so that person can also get benefited. And I will see you in the next video. Absolute pleasure to talk to you people, and I love you. Okay, bye bye.